The goal for this lesson is to help you understand what it means when we have a number to a fractional exponent or a rational exponent. And the idea, as you guys already know, if you have a normal exponent or a whole number exponent on a number, it just means to take that number, which is called the base, and multiply it by itself however many times we have. So 2 to the third, for example, means take 2 times 2, which is 4, times the third 2, which would make 8. When we have a fractional exponent, it takes that idea of an exponent and kind of flips it over and says, can we, instead of like multiplying this by itself a certain number of times, we're trying to look for a number that multiplies by itself to give us the base. So for example, if I see 8 to the 1/3, what I should be thinking about is what number multiplies by itself 3 times to give me that base of 8. So for this example here, 8 to the 1/3 would equal 2, because 2 times 2 times 2 would make that 8. So down in these examples over here, I do want us to worry about the way things sound when we say them, so you know how, like, if someone's talking about what they're talking about, and also provide you with a way to think about it. It does require a certain amount of guess and check, so I'll tell you that when you have a fractional exponent, a lot of times, while the bases might be large, the answers that we're looking for are usually somewhere between 1 and 7, and if this base is odd, the number you're looking for is going to be odd. If that base is even, it'll be even. But you're going to have to take a stab in the dark and see what's going on to know if you have it correct or not. So when I have 625 to the 1/4, you can kind of see based off what I have here that the answer is going to be 5, because this would indicate that I want something that multiplies by itself 4 times to give me 625, and if you get a calculator out and check this, 5 times 5 would give you 25, times this other 5 would be 125, times this fourth 5 would be 625. So 625 to the 1/4 is 5, because if we had 4 5s, they would make 625. And if I was going to say that verbally, I would say 625 to the 1/4 power is 5. Same idea down here, 64 to the 1/3. The 1/3 indicates that I'm trying to find a number that multiplies by itself this many times to give me that 64. Obviously over here I have it written verbally that 64 to the 1/3 equals 4, but I do want to point out that as promised, if I'm trying to multiply to make an even number, I'm using an even number, and 4 times 4 would give you 16, and 16 times another 4 would give you 64. So 64 to the 1/3 is going to equal 4. Try the next problem on your own before you check out the video, and then I'll walk through that last one. You have to do the whole thing by yourself. So good luck with this. Be patient with yourself.